Wrong. Because you get tired. And you probably will hyperventilate. The way to breathe in is a reaction of the exhale. You understand? So like this. Exhale first. Pause. Now I want to inhale. No sound. No effort. The moment you put effort into breathing, you're wrong. That's very clear, right? Huh? So if you go around, you see people doing that? Wrong. Because you can't do it for too long. And when we meditate with a good breathing method, we meditate 2 hours, 1 hour. So how can you afford to breathe that way? Cannot, you get tired. When people they do Qigong, they say, the Qigong is tiring. Why? The breathing is wrong. Breathing is wrong, it's tired. Alright? Alright, from now on. I will go through with you some of the very important lessons in meditation. We will do the meditation, but in very short, in short interval as I am concerned, because I don't want to strain you. You get worried, you say, meditation very hard to do. Okay? So it's going to be like something like 10, maximum 15 minutes. Then stop, do some active, a bit of a moving Qigong, a bit of walking, relax the muscles. Then we do another time. You get what I mean? So you won't get bored. Any art that you practice, you must not get bored. If you get bored, no point. Then you don't feel like practicing. Right? So the most important is make it interesting for yourself, and the end result must be a sense of well-being. You will feel good. You must feel good. All right. They will bring us to this very important, very essential theme that I'm talking about. It's called the inner smile method of meditation. Inner smile is both physiologically important and psychologically important. There is emotional, right? The reason is when you frown and then get angry and frown, you cannot meditate. You probably can, but it's really hopeless because the neurochemicals that you produce is not conducive to meditation, right? But when you have an inner smile, the facial muscles relaxes. The neurochemicals that is produced is the feel-good kind of neurochemicals. The research found that serotonin, which is a mood, feel-good hormone, people who are depressed, their serotonin breaks down too fast. That's why they are depressed. So one of the treatment for depression is Prozac. The Prozac has that the chemical that slow down the breaking down of serotonin. But everybody, all of us produce serotonin. Especially you go to the sunlight. When you look at the sunlight, you feel good. That's why people in those countries that has got less sun, like England, people are depressed. Especially winter, very depressed because they don't see the sun. Here, you got no reason to be depressed. You got sun every day. So you got no reason there. And you don't go out with the sun. You only need to go out with the sun 20 minutes. It's good enough for you. Okay? So, no excuse to be depressed. Alright, now the inner smile. It relaxes the facial muscle. It produces serotonin, endorphin, dopamine, all the feel-good chemicals, neurochemicals of your own. So when you do your meditation, you get out of it, you feel really good. Because they are healing as well. Number one, very important is it. Two, physiologically, if you feel good, if you feel relaxed, and you are stress-free, your immune system will work better than when you are stressed. So, the research was made on mice, not people, mice. They stress the mice physically. I don't know how they do it. Maybe they poke fire or whatever. And then they stress the mice emotionally. Apparently, the mice that is stressed physically is not as bad as the mice who are stressed emotionally. How do they stress the mice emotionally? They isolate the mice. Apparently, they are quite gregarious. It's like us. We live in a community. So you isolate us. So one of the punishment is to life imprisonment or whatever. If you are no good, you're a bad boy. Isolation. Solitary confinement. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Emotional stress is more dangerous, more harmful. So how they do it? They use these minds, physically stress them, they emotionally stress them. Then they inject infection. Then they found out that, the mice who are emotionally stressed has less immune reaction. That means they are infected easily. So that's how they found out. Okay, so I think they are trying to draw a correlation between humans in this study, right? You don't volunteer for that type of study. So they don't do it on humans, they do it on this. Okay? But from there, we can deduce that stress-laden emotion is worse than physically stressed. But then you understand what I mean? You say, maybe I have to walk 2 miles to a bus stop, and that kind of thing. That's nothing. That's quite okay. But every day you are bombarded with these threats and all that is worse. Or nothing or whatever. All right. So now let's come down to it. Let's come down to how to do this meditation. Okay. First of all, you got to breathe correctly. Remember? 2, you have to have the inner smile. Now, let me add one more thing. I want to add in the meditation a healing sound. Okay? Okay, let me see how much time I have. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do the first 15 minutes purely on inner smile. Okay? And then we do the next 15 minutes on the get angry, see what happens to you. You better don't do that. I think you only stick to the inner smile. Let's not be negative. The negativity of the daily life is bad enough. So when you are alone on your own, you should be more positive. You should be more happy with yourself. Okay? So one of the ways to do it is meditation, breathing. Do you know that the breathing that we teach here eases your pain and discomfort? I tell you, so many people has vouched for it. I vouch for it. I happen to know this Qigong 50 years. More than 50 years. 54 years. Okay? And I never knew that this breathing method could ease pain until my father had cancer and he has got pain. So I told him, hey, if you breathe this way, probably will help you. And he told me, yes, it helps him. And he went on to do it intensively. And in 10 months, the 4th stage cancer was clear. Unbelievable. I didn't believe it. This was going back 1980. So that's when I started to teach this breathing method in 1980s. And many people testified that the pain goes off, discomfort goes off. Okay? So it's a tribute to this breathing method and positive thinking. So we're going to do that. Alright? Now, we have somebody here. Wasan, come. In meditation, the sitting position is not as important. You can cross leg, or you don't cross leg, it doesn't matter. Okay? So you sit like that. Okay, this is good enough. In fact, you sit on a chair is good enough. So what you do is, when you sit like this, you relax. Then you just breathe. Ignore the chest. Breathe with the diaphragm. Okay? Now, no need to do strange breathing method. Just breathe in and out through the nose. Okay? So when you breathe out, just squeeze the tummy a little bit. And when you breathe in, straight. All the time concentrate on the lower abdomen, roughly 2 inches below the navel. Keep your mind there. Follow your breath. Very simple. Very good. Supposing your breath comes in, you lead the breath to 2 inches below the navel. You visualize. You think it goes in. Don't use chest breathe. Don't use your chest. So you visualize it here. Then you hold it there. So your mind is still there, right? Yeah. Then, when you exhale, you visualize the air coming out here. But the chi will remain here. Your mind, your E will remain here. Is that okay? Is that clear? Then you do an inner smile. Then you do an inner smile. That's a very good smile. Okay, inner smile. Now I tell you why you should laugh, you should smile, and you should use your diaphragm. When you laugh, you will definitely use your belly, you know. No one ever laugh with the chest, you know. Let's try a laugh, a fake laugh first, okay? We try a fake laugh. Everybody laugh with the chest, okay? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Look around you. Then you laugh again. Now this time real laugh. A fake laugh is using the chest. It usually sound like this. Don't like it. But a good belly laugh. You need a good belly laugh. Okay? So the spine is good. The breathing is correct. The posture is okay. 15 minutes. Okay? So we're going to do, are you okay, ready? Then I want your hands to do this, which is a hand symbol for Oh, by the way, the thumb is the lung meridian, and the large intestine is in the index finger. So if you put them together, they form one ring. Okay? And it symbolizes the inner orbit. And the inner orbit is we call it 小周天, is the 任and 2 channel. Okay? So you encourage the connection. Okay, 15 minutes from now. Close your eyes. Was 80% failure, okay? Oh, so serious. So, did I give them wrong information? Did I say inner smile or did I say inner skull?
Yeah. No, we had secret smile.
Secret? That's a good one. Secret smile. The smile that nobody can see. Yeah. Okay, now, next one we're going to do a meditation with a healing sound. Okay? Now, meditation is not only just breathing and breathing and breathing. When you add a healing sound, you stimulate what is called guttural vibration. Right? Guttural vibration is extremely good for your glands, endocrine glands. So your endocrine glands are glands or organs, endocrine glands, that are autonomous in nature. That means they don't care whether you are awake or asleep, they work. Okay? For example, the heart, the liver, the pancreas, the spleen, the kidney, in spite of the fact that you are sleeping, they are still working. So they are autonomous, right? The one that is not autonomous are controlled by the central nervous system. So when you are sleeping, this fella, you're holding a hand like this, and then you sleep, the fella will go on, right? Because there's no control. So these two things. Now, when you do the guttural vibration, you really stimulate this endocrine system. It's good for you. It's good for everybody. There's no other way to massage the organs. But there are, but we got 5 organ exercises. But when you're sitting down, there's no way to do it and massage it, right? So you use guttural vibration, meaning like something like this. You hear that vibration? Right? Okay, that's called guttural vibration. So if you go to TM, you know TM, right? Transcendental meditation. In the old days, when Beatles were doing it, everybody flocked to do it. And then you pay quite a big sum of money, then you're given a mantra. And then the master will say, don't tell anybody, this is your secret mantra. Then the next one, they will say, this is your secret mantra. Then after that, don't tell anyone because it's secret. And then later on, those will compare you, it's the same one. Everybody got the same mantra. And then what's the mantra? The most popular one is called Om. Om. It's like a humming sound. Why is it? Guttural vibration. Okay? So we're going to do one. I'll tell you why you do it. You do Om, Om, because you want to vibrate the nervous system. You want to stimulate the brain, the central nervous system, the nervous system. Okay? You want to do Woo, the Woo sound. Woo. Why? Because you want to stimulate your heart and your lungs. There's always a reason for something. Okay? So we're going to do things too. So 15 minutes, you take a break, another 15 minutes, It's bedtime already for you. Okay? So we do that. Now the first sound we want to do is the Om sound. The Om sound, the hand position for the Om sound is the Chi ball first. You have to develop. If you have not developed the Chi ball, please develop fast. It's one of the most wonderful things that you ever discover, because it's a sensation that you don't find. You probably have to artificially electrify yourself to find it, but you don't need to. If you practice Qigong, you get it. Okay? So the Qi ball is comprised of two types of energy, and they call it Qi. The Chinese call Qi anything. Everything is Qi, you know? Everything is Qi to the Chinese, you know? 汽车 also Qi, you know? Motor car also 汽车. 气死人 also Qi. You know? They're angry with you, 气死人 also Qi. So everything to him Qi. So, but however, let me tell you about this Qi ball, which is research. The Chinese didn't research it. They didn't research this. It was the Japanese who did it, and the Germans. The two energy that come out from here, from the hand, one is called the infrared modulated ray from the hand. That's why you feel warm. That's why when you want to heal somebody, you don't have to touch a person. You feel the heat, the warmth. It's called infrared modulated ray. Okay? The second one is called electromagnetic. Electromagnetic energy is made up of two words, electricity and magnetism. That's why they put it one word, electromagnetic. Where you get the electricity? Animal magnetism, bioelectricity. We all got it. Okay? It's generated from the Tantian. This is called your dynamo. So if you focus on this, you get more. Okay? So get this. Very nice feeling. Right? When you get this, you put it up here, where you nourish the brain, the nervous system. Okay? The brain. The most powerful organ in the body is the brain. The brain controls everything. The brain will tell you, let's put it this way, if your brain don't function, you are nothing. Okay? If you got Alzheimer's, you are nothing. Okay? So that's it. So the brain. So when you do this, then you finish, pause, breathe in, and again, try it. So the electrical impulses from your hand, the energy from the hand will nourish the brain. At the same time, your guttural vibration will stimulate you. Okay? Okay, we're going to do 15 minutes. Your hand position here, go up here. When you are tired, you bring down again. Develop the Qi ball and go up again. You know what I mean? Don't worry. It's natural to be tired. Alright? So don't force yourself. However, when the Qi moves in you, not tired. 1 hour, not tired. I can tell you this. Okay? Alright, 15 minutes from now. Marriage are up. So, marriage are up is simple. What you do is the breathing is chui. So therefore the sound is Wu sound. W-O-O. sound. So when you breathe in here, breathe in, turn. Pause. exhale, pause. 4 seconds, breathe in, then exhale. Now the exhale can be anything above 6 seconds. It can be 9 seconds, it can be 12 seconds. It's up to you how you control your breath. It's actually the way you control your exhale. That is Qigong, breath control. If you blow out your breath like this, you got no control. Right? You got to so slow. Vibrate, okay? And you focus your heart. Alright? Okay? Now the soft chewy is for the heart, the strong one is for the lungs. Okay? Strong chewy. We are practicing, we are nourishing the heart. Okay? Good. Any question? Simple. Middle finger on top, why? Because the heart meridian is here. The heart meridian is on the small finger. Alright? Okay? Good. 15 minutes from now. Go. Lights off. Lights off. Now after a very active day hunting in Stone Age people, they go back and they will relax this way. Now, actually, it was the fetus posture. So you go on your side, the right side, go on the right side, go down on the right side, you side the right side. And then on the
Baby.
baby. This was the healing posture. The original healing posture was this. In a cave, storage, before any religion. Breathing technique was before any religion. Definitely. The first man went back. He didn't know how to breathe. Alright, so he must know. So this was a Buddhist position. This was how they do healing. When they are tired, they sit beside the fireplace, they do this. Now they slowly evolved into the sitting position. Okay, Master? Now you have to run. So you do the sitting position, and then you do the meditation position. Now meditation position.
Steve Stone.
That's how they evolved. So, it wasn't religion that developed Qigong or yoga. It was out of necessity. Out of necessity that human being must find a way to heal himself. Himself or herself. Okay? So that's it. Now, any question?